Alright, time to read the comments. Let's see. That's a lot. Oh, it's medium. Intermediate. I've done Fisherman before. You kind of have to dedicate yourself to it. And the only good fish are basically dead water eels, krakens and tier 8 fish. So there's a lot of risk involved with fishing, and with the Lands Awakened update they made fishing worse by changing the layout where water is for a lot of maps. I wanted to fish again, but eels are far rarer than before and I don't want to be a chef to make use of my focus. Well, dedicating yourself to it, well, that's just normal, I guess. You need to find the good spots. You need tier 8, you need high spec. The more you got, the faster you gather, the more you get and stuff like that. Pretty standard. About the good stuff, it's interesting that only tier 8 is basically good. I can see that. I mean, those tier 7 roads of Avalon fish, pure mist snapper, I think, are pretty good as well. Like 50k or something per piece. So let's see. And yeah, changing the layout of where water is for a lot of maps. It feels like since the Lands Awakened update, or yeah, I think that was it. It feels like there's less water on high tier maps, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't been paying much attention to it before. Okay, quickly closing my game in the background, which is causing things. I wanted to fish again, but eels are far rarer than before. I didn't want to be a chef. Yeah, I also wouldn't use focus, actually. I will not, because it's just too boring. I don't really want to spend my time doing that. I'd rather do PvP or PvE or gather somewhere in the open world. So yeah. But I'll see how profitable it is. Like, I'm really curious to see. Like, it won't take much longer to reach premium on that account unless I die. So I'm curious. Especially since I can very well compare it to the normal gathering that I do. Nice video, man. Have you ever get a mammoth calf? Nope, I haven't. Nice content, thanks. What is the use of enchanted stones? I have no idea. If anybody knows that, please tell me. I don't know. And I would kinda like to know, but I don't want to know it that badly that I'm researching it, which is probably a possibility. At that timestamp, just get back on your mount until cooldowns come back. Then get off and fight again. Poorly played by me. I should have used my poison potions for every... Wow, that was very poorly played by me. Yeah, but I thought that I could tank one more hit. Otherwise, like, I'm pretty sure at that point my plan was to mount up if it goes badly, which is why I moved close to the Spectral Diavore. But I think I believed I could have taken one more hit and then just mount up and run away. But yeah, this definitely works against those ancient tier 6 trees. Hey Apple, as of lately I've been gathering with a Norsk Warbow build. I don't get yield bonuses, but it's fun kiting gankers to their death. Well, yeah, that's fun, but the problem is that it can be hard to actually get them, you know? Like if they decide to run, you will probably not kill them. They have to chase for quite some time. But yeah, this is really fun, especially because I also enjoy playing builds that need to kite. Like I like playing some kinds of fire mages and all the cursed steps and Hellgates and Crystal League. So I can imagine your joy. Commenting on a video, commenting on comments. I think I've seen such a comment already. Nonetheless, thanks for the comment, I guess. The rhymes. Do you like the apple or the cheese? I mean, the problem is, since like now 10 years or something, I'm actually allergic to apples, which is really sad because apples taste amazing. So that's kind of sad, but nonetheless, apples still are amazing. But now I basically have to say cheese. And cheese is also amazing. Like everybody knows that. Everybody loves cheese. Most of the time, I listen to radio plays or watch horror movies rated under 5 on IMDb from the side while I grind for something in game. Horror movies that have a terrible rating, or is it a good rating on that website or whatever that is? I don't know. While I grind for something in game. However, YouTube suddenly recommended you one day and I started to watch your gathering videos. In my opinion, since you stopped 4 times speeding them, they now have a study with me vibe. I go in black zone for fame farming while watching them. It's like holiday for me. Great content. By the way, I was just considering playing Albion back then. Your zero to hero Fisher and spear videos hooked me into the game. Cheers from Turkey. Thank you and you're welcome. Learning from mistakes is normally one of the best ones. Yeah, that's definitely the best advice. You just need to interpret these things correctly. You need to analyze them correctly, which is pretty hard at the start. So you just gotta try and reevaluate your strategies, your tactics again and again, and then slowly but surely you will start figuring out how things really work. Once again, learning from mistakes is normally one of the best ones. Mistakes are your teacher. Exactly, exactly. 450, your face.
Warum habe ich denn keine Unsterblichkeit?
The confusion. Yeah. I was wondering why I had no invincibility, but later on I realized that I zoned in too early, basically, to have invincibility up again. His facial expressions are always fun to see. Well, glad to entertain you, I guess. For me, it's not about knowing the group size or playing a fight wrong. It's fighting that gets me killed more than anything. I swear this game wasn't meant for solos. Well, playing in the open black zone solo is pretty hard. Like, I obviously did a zero to hero in the open black zone, which was pretty interesting and kind of fun. And I didn't have too much trouble. I don't know if the black zone is even more active now than when I have done that zero to hero thing. But I mean, this game is playable solo, but like things like 5v5 Hellgates and Crystal League and stuff like that, or like 2v2, 3v3, 4v4 fights in the open black zone in the Roads of Avalon are more fun for me. Like, so I wouldn't say that this is a solo player game, but there's a lot of stuff that you can do solo if you're good, if you know a lot and stuff like that, if you strategize a lot, if you analyze a lot and learn a lot and become better. And of course have good skills, good internet, and stuff like that, then there's a lot you can do solo, but that's a lot of ifs. That's a lot of ifs, to be honest. Apache's face every time he died. Yeah, like I always think about what did I do wrong and stuff like that, and I also think about oh, that nice silver, that nice loot, that nice gear that I already had equipped and stuff like that. So it's not the happiest moment to die in that game. Bro, bottom right corner, I can only see your face. Well, yeah, that's the point. Or do you mean that it would be better if I made this the cam a little bit smaller? I could do so. I could do so. Just tell me. Haven't had any more feedback on that yet, so I guess also not many people have been disturbed by that. But to be fair, not very many people are watching the commenting comments videos. So hard to say. Bro, I never fished before, but do you have to move to a new location every now and then? Can't you stay at the same spot? I remember my father used to go fish at the river and stay there for hours. You can stay at the same spot the whole time. The thing is just you are going to get some logs, some stones and stuff like that. Stuff that's not valuable at all. And that's kind of annoying. Also, you you get the catch mini game much slower than when you fish from such a pond, or how you want to call that, from such a fish hotspot. So I prefer to move around. And also, you can find like Avalonian drones, treasures, and stuff like that when you move around. DMM, that final sucks. I actually don't know what DMM stands for, but I understand that final sucks. And yeah, I also wasn't too happy about the ending of the video, but that's how it is sometimes. All for tier 5.2. Wow. Well, in that video, I know what you're talking about. It's the first scene, and it wasn't really too much about that 5.2 ore. It was more about I wanted to kill that guy, and I thought that I had realistic chances. And maybe if I played better, I would have killed him and got away. It was more about wanting to kill him. Best reactions. Yeah, I can imagine my face being a little bit funny when dying multiple times there. Even though it, of course, wasn't all in one session or something, but still. After using the demonic stuff for a month, I don't like it very much. They should have reverted or reworked the E. It's just very lackluster, and they say that sadly as a guy who used it from 1 to 100. I must say I use the demonic stuff in Hellgates and Crystal League right now, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's really fun. It's a nice weapon. I don't know if it is bad compared to other stuff or something. I'm not experienced enough, knowledgeable enough to evaluate such things, but I like it and it seems to be a pretty good weapon. No, it's better and now actually playable instead of a 5 meter radius area who reduces healing and you can walk out of it. Yeah, before it seemed pretty bad. Sup bro, I'm your big fan. Thank you. Bro, I can get it. When I was soloing this one, he gets some rage after half HP and beat the shit out of me. It doesn't depend on the hit points, it depends on the time you need to kill him. I think it was 10 minutes. If you need more than 10 minutes, he's going to go into the rage and then it's impossible to kill him. Like, it's just not possible anymore. So you have to kill those aspects within 10 minutes or you have no chance. The first one death is literally no reason. Well, yeah, I wanted to kill this guy. And also, I probably could have gotten out. I probably could have survived when I used my invisibility potion. But, like, 2 times I decided to just fight and try to kill him. And, well, this can just happen. Misjudging or just testing limits. Always a heart attack. What happened there?
Das ist ja generell die Idee.
Connection problem.
Karawane.
Was hast du gesagt?
Die Karawane.
Yeah. I mean, I would guess that you mean the connection problem, but yeah, that's always a big hit onto the feelings. How can you have so much silver? I mean, I don't pass the 10 million. I'm going gathering, and that's where I get most money, I would say. And like still all the PvE and PvP that I do, while the PvE is usually a combination of PvE and PvP because pure PvE is too boring for me. But the PvE in the open black zone in the Roads of Avalon is kind of fun because of the extra PvP chances. So that's how I get money. And I like even in these videos it probably seems like I die a lot or something. But generally, I die very little compared to normal players, which is why I have so much money. Dying is the biggest thing about not getting rich. So, learning in this game how not to die, and also learning how to make efficient open world tours where you actually gain stuff on average is kind of challenging, but I learned it after a while. It took a while. Like it took like half a year or something until me and some friends had some good strategies, some good tactics to actually make money. Like going with cheap tier 6 gear into the roads, like 2 to 4 people, and putting all the good loot on one person who was able to get away if stuff went badly and stuff like that. Like, it's a journey. It's a journey. Practice, not dying, and he's tier 8 in all gathering. There's nothing stopping him from gathering good stuff except the zero or his nerfs, which the latter isn't really a problem. Yeah, agree with the first part, and thanks for the second. More. Well, there's more coming. There's more coming. I don't know what to say, LMAO, to the post where I said from now on I'm going to put all the videos with the German chatting onto my second channel. Well, you can tell me what's your favorite ice cream if you don't know what to say. Oh my god, they are full of loot. Yeah, and that King static group chest again. We said, oh my god, a lot. That contact. Good scout. Yeah. A very quick look, a very quick peek. Like it's possible that they didn't even know that I spotted them because I went back so quickly, which is obviously the best possible situation. Nice 0 to hero, keep it up. What do you do later? Chop all, cook, take it to Kalian? I couldn't see if you already explained that. Chop all? Do you mean sell everything? And that's exactly what I do. Like I sell everything that I gather there. Otherwise, I am not 100% sure what you are specifically asking for. What do you do later? Like after I'm done with the challenge, I will probably put all the silver that I have on the account onto my main account and then just leave the character to rot there for eternity. Apaches, can you analyze my death in my video? I mean, what could I have done better? It was very frustrating death because I think I could have survived. In the description are my points of view and the minutes that happened all the gank, so you don't see all the video. Oh sure, I can take a look. They were not very good at ganking. They could have killed me with no problems, but their coordination was awful. So an Albion portal when I got scared of that dude. I could have gone through the other road and escaped. Why Albion hasn't changed. So I guess the part of where you die will come at 2:15. Well, let's see a little bit earlier. Let's look a little bit earlier. Okay, tier 8 zone. Looks pretty dangerous, a lot of gankers there. That's the part where you didn't die. Did you invite him to your group to see if he's alone? Is that the same guild? Hunters. Yeah, they belong together. He was just buying time for his friends to come. I would suggest inviting to see if this guy is alone. "20 seconds for mounting up." Now you still got your helmet. Nice. And you can mount up rather quickly. Now walk instantly to the roads portal. It's your only chance. The only chance. Not get hit by the mobs because you're invincible, okay. Should probably just run through that whispering bow. I mean, right now it kind of depends on if everybody just randomly chased you or if they still have people waiting at the exit. Because now it's theoretically possible that you can get through the exit again. But no, they have a person there waiting. Still had invincibility. In theory, you could have gone through the exit again, but that's bad against good players. Like a good group would just have 2 people waiting on the other side, who would just dismount you, and then you would really have a problem. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad, but did they have a person running in front of you? Does this guy belong to them? Yeah, he does. He's in the southeast, cutting... Where did this guy go? I mean, at this point, your only chance is the southwest exit, obviously. There's also, in theory, the possibility of going into the static dungeon and play around with invisibility a little bit. Here you just need to get through. He has a bob, which is really good. You lost your mount, that's really bad. You're basically dead now. There's no way you survive this. Because you don't have enough time to mount up again. Yeah, probably probably dead, right? You do have enough time to mount up. Now you have to go back the only way, but they have people waiting there, yeah. Okay, so I would say a few mistakes basically, which is always easy to say afterwards. Okay, let's see. You're looking at this guy, he's obviously fighting. He's probably a ganker with his gear. So you should be alarmed. He's chasing you a lot, so you should get out already. You should probably invite him to your group to see if he's alone. This is way too dangerous. So at this point, nice escape. Good timing and everything, because you got a lot of invincibility now left. Here at this point, you basically only have the Rhodes portal as your escape chance. Everything else against good players would not work. Here I would try to go into the Rhodes. And now that you're turning around, you should be dead. Like, now you're already 100% dead. If they play correctly and just cut off all your waves, you shouldn't even be able to reach the southwest, which in hindsight you don't do as well. In theory, you probably would have had better chances to survive if you run through the bridge, which is terrible, but it's still better than this way. And if you get dismounted on it, you maybe have a chance with your W and your boots, which should already be up again, to get to the exit and then mount up on the other side. That's what I would say. So basically 4 things I would do differently in hindsight. Invite the guy in the beginning, go away earlier in the beginning, just push through to this Rhodes portal. It's your best chance and your only chance in my opinion. And here in theory it's somewhat possible to survive maybe with W boots into another invisibility potion with which you might get to the east or to the west. Maybe they lose sight of you, but it is unlikely. But there's a slight chance that you can get to the exit, and if you get through the exit, you can mount up again and they have a problem. Okay. What the fuck at 126? Yeah.
Where did this guy come from? What the fuck? What?
Yes.
What?
What the
Please.
fuck?
What the hell?
I agree. No idea. Bro, dual sword better than bloodletter. Just EW then F and you are gone. And you didn't hit anyone while jumping, so you can port out, not like carving. While you can hit someone in between, except if you get chained beforehand. I feel like carving sword is better because it's instant and it has lower cooldown. Like, the problem with dual swords is a lot of people with CC can abort your E. They can interrupt your E. And if people manage to do that, you really got a problem. And the thing about hitting people is usually not a problem. If you have like a Rhodes portal 1 meter next to you, you can just WF there and run there and nobody has a chance of stopping you. And if that's not the case, you can just use your armor first, the invisibility, then use the carving E, then your sprint stuff, and then invisibility potion. So I would say I prefer carving for now, but I will observe the situation. Like for new background. Well, this can happen when you move. I don't know what happened, but there are much more ganking groups in the black zone, which makes it impossible to gather. I would not agree that it's impossible to gather. But I don't know if there's a lot more ganking groups. It seems somewhat normal. It seems somewhat normal, but hard to say, hard to say. Teleporting to Portal Zone from Travel Planner is faster than going through Conqueror Hall. That's true. Come on, you died to solo ganker again. It's infuriating me seeing that. Please use your ability, please. It's paining me. Yeah, well, it was just poorly played at the end of me. It was just poorly played. And that can just happen. EWRF, you could be alive. Yeah, like if you mean the end where I died, you're correct. Like if I used first invisibility, then carving sword, then my W and F. F are the boots. Or some other kind of combination. If I just used all my spells in a somewhat efficient way, I 100% would have survived. 100%. Like it's not possible to die against a solo player, in my opinion, with such insane ganking gear and invisibility potions. Do you sell what you gather, or you craft them into something? I want to know. Hope you reply. I sell everything. Anything new? Nope. So that's it for this video.